Hi friends, I have written my breakthrough point in my life as a story in ILH Quest, and that has been published in ILH Quest. I'm sharing the link here. You can read this in ILH Quest. First, I'm reading the story highlights. I overcame guilt about business investment by securing financial independence through a full time job. And I mastered time management, balancing an 8 to 5 a.m. job, home, and building a healing academy. Discovered unexpected impact motivating students with Earl Nightingale's Strange Secret of the Universe. Successfully conducted webinars where nobody dropped off, proving my ability to hold attention. I'm marching towards 1 lakh in revenue and repaid my initial course loan and built a strong customer base. The story goes like this. The Indian Air Force veteran woman building a music academy. The weight of unspoken expectations. For years after leaving the Indian Air Force in 2002, my life was a tapestry of freelancing, part time work, and a deep dive into music. A doctorate, two books, and awards for music therapy. It is fulfilling, creative, but deep down, I yearn for something more. My own academy, a place to share the music healing methodologies I had developed to help thousands with mind control and behavior modification, especially with mental health issues on the rise. This was my calling. Then came December 2025, a personal setback. It forced me to look inward to focus on personal growth. But for so long, I had lost myself in taking care of family. My dream felt expensive. When I completed my Freedom Finisher course and needed to run webinars, the guilt hit hard. Using my husband's money for ads, how could I justify this? I was being criticized, told I was wasting money on something that might not even work. I felt that familiar, heavy pull of needing permission, a cycle I desperately wanted to break free from. The 8 am to 5 pm reality check. I couldn't let my business fail for lack of capital. I had to make a call. The best way out, I thought, was a job, a music teacher. My qualifications and experience would easily earn me a decent pay, but the thought of a full-time job 8 am to 5 pm after years of creative freedom, it was overwhelming. It would severely restrict my time, my growth, yet I needed financial independence, especially trying to heal from a toxic relationship, not wanting to get financially entangled again. So I did it. I landed a suitable offer quite close to home, 18 minutes commute, but after so many years I was back in a uniform, cooking, packing food, logging in physically on time every day. It was a challenge balancing this reality with my dream. That was the real tightrope walk, the email that sparked a new rhythm. It was in those small pockets of free time on my commute before bed that I started devouring my course videos, rituals, and making PTPs. My journey with ILS started in January. In April, I achieved my Freedom Finisher status. Then came May, mastering meta ads. By mid June, I was conducting my first webinar. There were days I felt the sheer weight of it all, the demanding schedule, home responsibilities. Am I crazy for doing this? But I learned to use my time wisely, smartly. I had to, and despite it all, I completed my second webinar. That's when something shifted. I realized my creativity wasn't just surviving, it was finding new avenues. When Earl Nightingale mid sixth grade, one day on substitution duty with the class whose teacher was absent, I found myself talking to them about goals, about Earl Nightingale's Strange Secret of Universe. My own school almanac had a quote, Yad Bhavam Tak Bhavati. You become what you think. Most students hadn't even truly read it. I motivated them to watch that video to follow those principles. Many students, even those not interested in music, started connecting with me. They'd come back telling me they were watching the video following its wisdom. During this free time, some of them made it a habit to come and say hello to me and chat with me about this aspect. It was incredible. One of my daily 20 goals is every day I help one individual cross a barrier. I was doing it. Today, a sixth grade girl told me she had a goal, but others discouraged her. Another asked how to find my goal. Answering their queries, seeing their eyes light up, I knew I was making an impact. But this is what it means to truly live your purpose, finding ways to serve even when life feels chaotic. Marching towards 1 lakh and the true taste of freedom. This month I completed 1 month of this challenging balance and I repaid my loan for the ILH fees. That felt huge. I no longer felt guilty about investing in myself and my future. the financial independence I sought. It's here. I have 6 L1 customers and I am growing stronger. The most powerful sign when I conducted my webinar, even if there was just one participant or two, nobody dropped off. They stayed throughout. That's a clear sign I have the capability to hold someone's attention for 90 minutes. It validated everything. I'm nearing 1 lakh revenue from my academy. That's not just money, that's freedom. The unbreakable spirit, lessons from the uniform. This journey has taught me profound truth. First, always seek and maintain financial independence. It's not just about money, it's about autonomy, about the freedom to choose your path without seeking approval. Second, when your soul calls, don't ask permission. Believe in what you feel is right and do it. The criticism will fade when the results speak for themselves. And finally, balancing opposite qualities like full-time job and a soaring dream does not break you, it makes you unbreakable. My name is Rajmohan Arunashri, and the girl who never thought she would wear a uniform again now uses that uniform to fuel our dreams, proving that yet bhavam tat bhavati isn't just a quote in an almanac. It's the blueprint of a life lived with grit, determination, and unshakable purpose. The girl who felt guilty using her husband's money for ads now makes her own money and pays her own way. That's a feeling no award can match. Today I'm living my own strangest secret of the universe, and today I'm completing the composing of that unique song based on strangest secret of universe. I wrote it teaming up with Chat GPT AI and composed it teaming up with Sunu AI. வானமே எல்லை வாழவா ஒரு வழி இல்லை மீண்டு எழுவாய் மீண்டும் வருவாய் வேண்டும் வரங்கள் எல்லாம் தருவாய் வாழ்வின் ரகசியம் அறிவாயோ வாழத் தெரிந்து நீ வாழ்வாயோ எண்ணம் தான் விதை வாழ்க்கை தான் பயிர் நல்லதை விதைத்தால் நாம் உயர்ந்திடலாம் எண்ணம் தான் விதை வாழ்க்கை தான் பயிர் நல்லதை விதைத்தால் நாம் உயர்ந்திடலாம் வானமே எல்லை.